Recorded live with little or no editing. It's Defense Up. I'm Run 7. How you doing? If you want your defense featured on Defense Up, the links are in the description, but better than that, why don't you just show up at Twitch and you can watch us discuss these behind the scenes. I mean, you can also watch the playback on my stream recycles here on YouTube, but it's more fun to be involved where you actually get to have interactive television. It's the wave of the future, guys. So come to Twitch and check it out Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm going to be trying to record more and more of these Defense Up videos because people are really starting to enjoy them. And we have a slew of incredibly intelligent people, plus myself, going over these defenses, figuring out what's going to be the best for the people who send them in. And today, we're going over... I pronounce it Wowaho, and I know that's absolutely not how it's pronounced. I think it's Vova. It's another language that's completely out of my range. We're gonna go with Wowaho though, because that sounds pretty sexy. Anyway, they're at 61 million operating in Plat 3, and they have a pretty decent defense, but it's a little bit on the old, and so we're gonna try and change it to something a bit newer. In Room 1, they have a variant of the Extreme, and this defense, it's okay, it's getting it done, but we do want to make some tweaks if we want to keep this. We're going to change Forge to a healer, and we're going to change Rogue to a skirmisher, so they take either better advantages of their kit or better advantages of the room, respectively. However, better than this, we're going to go with straight Gamma in 1. I know that's actually a step down, but it's going to make a different room better. So the thing that we really want to do is we're going to move this team out of here. We're just going to put Gamma in 1. This is all right, though. I'm going to give it a B+. It's not super exciting, and the ISOs are kind of like that Rogue ISO really needs to change, because if she were to go under in her health, she would start doing some serious damage as a skirmisher. All right, in Room 2, we have the Secret Defenders as a 5-piece. I haven't seen any more information on super big Doctor Stranges being a problem. It does change the speed and timing of this team, but it's not that big a deal. It's supposed to make the team have a lot more health and stay alive and everything. I'm not sure it's worth it. I can't recommend it. I think just going with a simple Noir of any level, the Noir simply to go out there and clear evades so that you have a better chance of Marvel Hardlight rewinding turn meter and screwing up a new warrior counter, because new warriors obliterates this team pretty well. However, Pathfinder Gaming came in and told us something new, a little twist to this team. We could drop Photon and Doctor Strange and instead put in Morgan Le Fay and Agatha. Now, of course, you're going to want Morgan Le Fay adjacent to Agatha, so when they call the assist, Morgan Le Fay's going in there and doing that percentage health steal. Morgan Le Fay spreads negative effects, and you could spread a lot of bleeds and make Robbie go that much faster. I think it's a pretty cool thing to do, so I would recommend that one. However, we're also thinking about using the Darkhold team someplace else. So in any case, let's at least drop Strange for a Noir, because this size Strange is not doing anything for you. You need like a G18 level 100 Strange before you start running the 5-piece. All right, so for me, this is like a C. It's a chink in the armor. New Warriors is gonna roll right over this. All right, and in 3, we have the Infinity Watch. Everybody falls to sleep. Moondragon is a skirmisher. Benny Westside tells us this isn't such a bad idea because it boosts her focus and allows her to clear those positive effects. Now, it doesn't matter what ISOs you put on this team. They're going to survive a while. You just need several of them to be strikers and Nebula to be a skirmisher. It's going to run just fine. Throw it in here and they absorb hits and bring down your opponent's efficiency rating. I'm going to go ahead and give this an A. It's fine. I don't even care that Moondragon's a skirmisher. Personally, I like either healer or striker for the extra attack. Striker's not really that great because she doesn't do all that much damage. Benny does like skirmisher for that focus boost. And in number 4, I'm not so excited about this one. It's an out-of-time team with Red Guardian and Black Widow. Now, Red Guardian gives speed up to Black Widow. Black Widow has a 60% chance of giving speed up to the rest of them. I can't remember if she synergizes with Captain America and gives him the speed up or not. But in any case, it's 60% chance for the rest of them. And why Red Guardian is in here is because he's a protector, and if he falls under 50%, it's a reflexive taunt for Black Knight. I don't know how well that's going to work, but honestly, there's barely anybody putting out any damage other than the Black Knight retaliations, and I don't think this is going to work very well. So there's a couple things we can do. One, we can take these extreme members from 1 and build them around Black Knight over here. So it's going to be Rogue, Gambit, Nightcrawler, and Forge around Black Knight off to a corner. And that's going to be a killer defense in 4. It's going to work wonders. So let's do that. If not, then you could do something like I'm running Black Knight and Captain America in the corners with 3 members of Gamma, including Red Hulk, in the middle. And I've been getting defensive victories with that. It's nothing exciting, but it does tend to work in room 4. But personally, I think Extreme Black Knight is the way to go here. This is an idea. It has things that have some sort of synergy, but it's not going to get it done. And room 4 is kind of your pivotal room. I think it's a big waste. I'm going to give this a D. I think we get it out of here. All right, and in room 5, it's a 5-piece Gamma, but remember, we're going to move those to room 1 so that we can make that room in number 4. So instead, we're either going to replace this with Darkhold, Superior 6, or something else. Pretty much, that's kind of it, really. Moving Gamma into room 1, they're going to get a little bit better value over there. You're going to have lots of Raiders and Skirmishers on the team, so they hit really hard and do some damage. Again, it's probably just going to call out to like New Warriors or something. But I mean, the fact that we have 2 teams now that are calling out to New Warriors is a good thing. There's other stuff that beats Gamma. There's the Doom Dorm or Doom Ape. What is it? Doom and Red Guardian or Doom and Omega Red. I'll get there eventually there's only 250 characters, right? Eventually I'll figure out who pairs with Doom for this matchup. Doesn't matter. Doom and somebody big and they blow it up. It's not a big deal. But let's move this over to room 1 and change some of those ISOs to pair with what goes in room 1. Skirmishers and Raiders wherever you can. And then in room 6, it's an Asgardian with Dorm. We thought about moving Dorm in with Gamma on room 1. Ultimately, it's fine to just keep it here. Other people were throwing out some variations of this with Vol and other characters, but we like the Asgardians. But what we want to do is replace Thor with Thor. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of the Infinity War Thor and go with the OG Thor. And we're going to have Thor and Valkyrie in the back row. Hopefully they're smaller so that if a New Warriors goes into this room of all things, it's going to accidentally kill somebody and trigger the passive, hopefully a Valkyrie, 50% chance there. And then, of course, Dormammu reviving people, making this a bit of a tricky team. So I like that. Make sure your Vol and your Beta Ray are in the corners. I like Beta Ray as a Raider, not a Striker, so I do want that ISO changed as well. And if you throw regular OG Thor in here, he could be a Striker or a Raider. I think Raider's probably going to go better with the team, but he's probably going to die anyway. It's not really a big deal. It's more of the synergy and trying to trigger Valkyrie that we want happening here. This isn't a bad team. It's okay. A lot of people are excited for the Asgardians right now. I think it's mostly because people are thinking they need to build their Asgardians for the difficulty in incursion raids coming up. I don't know. I'm going to wait until those raids appear before I invest in this Bifrost team because I really don't want to invest in the Bifrost team anymore. I don't think they're great in any game mode outside of raids. And honestly, they're not that great in raids either. But this is a pretty decent team. I'm going to give it a B+. It's not super exciting. It does need some tinkering, and I don't think Thor Infinity War is adding a whole lot. Remember, once again, it kind of comes down to room 4. It's your pivotal room. You don't want to waste it on ideas. I mean, this is an idea, and I love when people bring new stuff in here, and I see what's going on, but this isn't going to work. It's not going to cut it. There's a lot better stuff that we can do in 4. So I think Extreme Black Knight is the way to go. There are also several content creators putting out some brand new ideas. I got absolutely rocked in Crucible today because I went up against some of those new ideas, and I hadn't watched any of the Crucible videos out there. So be sure you guys are watching the Crucible content creators out there. They are displaying some really new hot stuff, and I will try and remember to bring that stuff to you guys in these videos. Remember, guys, don't just have a good game, be good to yourselves and others too, and I'll see you next time. Bye.